My name is Michael Lill, and I'm located in Seattle, or actually my family and I live just outside of Seattle. And I've done, I've done 3 deals so far with Ashcroft. I actually didn't choose multifamily at first. I didn't choose multifamily for its own sake. I heard good things about Ashcroft. I was looking for passive real estate investment opportunities. And I was introduced to Ashcroft by a friend, another investor who I knew, who I trusted. And then Ashcroft was doing multifamily. And I'm familiar with multifamily and my own family has done some investment that way. So I was certainly comfortable with it. Although I wasn't exclusively looking for that, but I was perfectly happy with it. And the economics of multifamily, the stability, the strong economics are very good anyway. So I was perfectly happy to really follow the lead from Ashcroft and their investment recommendations. But I went there. I went that way because of Ashcroft, and I've just been super happy ever since. They make it really nice and easy. I was looking for passive investment opportunities. My wife and I have 4 kids. We're super busy. I have a day job that keeps me really busy. We have activities that we're involved in our community. So I didn't have a lot of time to spend on this. I wasn't looking for a full-time hobby. So what was great great about Ashcroft is they make it so easy. I was able to learn a lot about the investments, to get learn instruction, FAQs and documents and videos from Joe Fairless and the Ashcroft team. So I felt like I was able to really get up to speed, understand what was going on in a very quick, or short amount of time. And then the actual investment process was very easy. And then at that point, it's completely passive. I'm able just to sit back, watch, observe and wait for the monthly updates. And they do a great job with that. And so it was easy. And of course, needless to say, the returns are really good. So it's just a really attractive investment. And there's plenty of times when the Ashcroft Investments are doing better than anything else in my portfolio. So of course, that's something I really like as well. I did approach it pretty cautiously at first because I had never heard of Ashcroft. And so I spent some time reading about them. I read Joe's blogs. I read a little bit about what people say about them in the industry. And that addressed, not concerns, but my just wanting to be cautious before I signed the check over to them. So I wanted to make sure that there'd be good returns, that the returns would be dependable. I remember one thing that I really liked about them is that very soon after the investment, the returns start to come back, sometimes within a month or so on a couple of my investments. And then for some of them, I get quarterly returns. For some others, I get monthly returns. And that's super important because I really wanted to feel like my investment was generating returns very soon, because we all know that time equals money, and any delays would make it harder for me to earn a good return on my investment. So I'd say their quick, their responsiveness, how informative they were, and then just the solid execution of the investments, and the dependable quick returns were all the things that helped me overcome my original concerns or cautions. I really like Ashcroft quite a bit. I will say that it's been super easy to work with Ashcroft, and the whole thing has been a really pleasant experience. I'll just mention that the investments. I found the investments to be very strong, very consistently are really, really good deals. All the ones that I've participated in are definitely good deals, and there are plenty where I haven't either had the capital or had the time involved to follow, but they all are really, just a very, very good vetting process that the company seems to have. So so I'm just really pleased with Ashcroft all over. the communications is really something that for me stands out really strongly with Ashcroft. It seems like such a simple thing, but Ashcroft, but when I'm putting up, $50,000 or $100,000 of my money, I really want to, with the company, it's not like investing, in Vanguard or something like that. It's a company that is smaller, and there was a time when I didn't really know them, and so there's a trust level involved, and so that communications is super, super important. So just being able to, having like regular monthly updates, having very detailed introductions and overviews of the investment, and then just regular check-ins and monthly updates all along the way. That's super important. And I will tell you that I've invested with other passive real estate companies, and they haven't done that. And there will be times in some cases where I've gone for months without hearing any update on my investment, and that always gets a little scary. So I really love the strong communications that Ashcroft has. There's strong professionalism and communications. Again, I can't overstate how important that is. The strong, consistent returns. They do a really good job of vetting investment opportunities. And I'll say that the regularity and consistency and dependability of the returns as well. It's as good, if not better, an investment than I think any other passive investment that I've been involved in. Every investment that I've had so far with Ashcroft has performed really well, exactly as predicted by Joe and his investment team. So I've earned really good cash on cash returns. In fact, in every single case, my returns have been able to cover my cost of capital, and then some, and then also generate returns on top of that. So it's been really good. And I only started investing with Ashcroft in 2018, 2019. So it really hasn't been that long, but already last year, one of the real estate property was sold, and it did so well. But there was an option for me to convert it into a 1031 exchange and essentially put my returns, my money, towards, rather than withdrawing it, to put it towards another investment. And so I did that. And now for every dollar that I originally invested, now that dollar was converted with the returns of the first investment, that it's been converted into $1.35 that I've been able to apply to the next investment. So it's super exciting, and again, the returns are great, and it's been just really easy to work with Ashcroft, and yeah, I'd say for all those are some of the results that I've achieved. I've been really happy. I was so positive about, I have such a positive impression of Ashcroft that I was really passionate about it. I'm just a real promoter of Ashcroft whenever I have an opportunity to tell people about it or recommend. I'll say this, when I was getting started, I had some real questions. I was really new at the passive real estate investing activity or business. And so I had questions for Joe, and he took time on multiple occasions to meet with me, to answer my questions, to address any concerns. And I was really impressed, given that I know they have a lot of investors, a lot of investments, and I'm sure he was quite busy. And I think I'm just a regular, not a big investor, but just a regular sized investor. But nonetheless, he took the time to make sure that I felt, to reassure me and make sure that I felt really comfortable making the investment. And that earned a lot of loyalty with me. And so I'm just happy to have a chance to return the favor. The only thing that holds me back is having enough capital to continue reinvesting, and just sometimes time. If I get sometimes I get busy with our lifestyle and all of our other responsibilities, and I don't have time to evaluate new deals. But definitely I plan to be a partner with Ashcroft for the rest of my investing life. So definitely I plan to stick with them. I just want to say thank you to Joe and the entire investment team, and I'm looking forward to more great work together.